Okay, guys, so we are here. I am currently, from what it seems like, alone, but I decided that we are going to do a tier list on all the Walking Dead villains. But I am actually not alone. I was actually pranking you guys.
Except he said that it was his idea, but really it was my idea, and he just took all the credit.
Shh.
Hi. I'm TJ.
Okay, we've got a Walking Dead villain tier list. Yeah, and it's going to be pretty simple. We're going to kind of all throughout a grade. We'll get an average, and from there we'll see where everybody ranks. So we got a lot of villains to go over. Let's get into it.
Welcome to TGK's Walking Dead villain tier list. So first on our tier list, we got the Walkers. Everyone knows the Walkers.
So is this on strength level or just overall
No, just
how
like
good they were?
just how good they were.
Okay.
How good as
Yeah.
a villain?
Walkers are S tier.
I'd say Walkers are probably about a B.
Yeah, B.
Yeah, I would say a B too, and my reason is because kind of the whole point of The Walking Dead, the reason why it's successful is because it doesn't focus on the walkers. Like it never has the walkers as a main point. It's focusing on the people
I mean, it kind of does
and
on the
their
first season.
stories.
First episode.
Maybe on the first season, but throughout most of it, it's focusing on the people and their stories, and the walkers are just like the background. So that's why I would put walkers at probably a
Also,
B.
so many characters that we loved died because of walkers.
Next, we got Shane.
I'm going to put him at A or S.
Yeah.
Probably S.
So are we?
I like Shane as a
What
character
exactly is the
overall.
criteria for how good of a villain they were?
They're just like,
If it's how good of a villain, I'd probably put him at like B or C. Since I don't think he was really trying to be a villain, like not trying to kill people for over half the time.
Yeah, like he wasn't trying to kill Otis.
yeah, he didn't really want to kill Otis. He just preferred Carl over the old man.
Or Rick when they were
No,
out in
no,
the
that was a
woods.
complete accident.
Or the one dude that was in the
No, that
barn.
was also an accident.
Those are all
Yeah,
accidental.
but he didn't
Pure
start
luck,
off
pure
like,
chance.
okay, these people have to die.
No, but nobody starts off like that though.
Basically, everyone. Have you met
But then
the
again,
governor?
with a mindset like that makes them like a more of like a villain as well, and that's why I put him on the tier list. And honestly, although he wasn't like a massive villain like some more coming up, he was still pretty good. So I would say A.
I just like him as a character overall.
Yeah, I'd do an A. I think he's a solid A.
Doesn't like naps.
All right,
The
next we got the governor.
S. He's the worst. He did the most to me.
So you guys would say S.
He hurt me mentally.
I'm probably leaning towards an A or a B, and I will say my view on this is probably a little bit skewed because I feel like the governor in the show did not measure up to the governor in the comics. I feel like in the comics the governor was a much more ruthless villain than he was in the show. But I think in the show they hadn't quite reached their peak popularity yet, so they were trying to not go overboard with the villain just yet. He wasn't bad. I just don't feel like
So you're
he
saying about like an
lived
A.
up to. Yeah, I was thinking like an A or a B, but if you guys are thinking like S, then maybe
I was
just
thinking
do an
probably
A.
about an A.
Okay.
That
That works.
man
Do an A.
killed my boy.
The Claimers. They weren't around very much.
C.
D.
I would say C, either a
Yeah, I was
C or
thinking
a
a
D.
C.
They were kind of the only good thing, the only positive I can say about the Claimers is when
Yeah,
Rick
I was just thinking
finally
that too.
kills them. Like that scene. So maybe put him at a C. So because he got his throat ripped out, they can go up from a D
Yes.
to a C.
Because
Terminus.
they sucked.
Way to take one. Way to take one for the team, buddy.
D. Since I don't honestly feel like they're being that much of villains, they were just finding ways to survive. Like, that was
Terminus.
just a way they could have survived.
So the people who were keeping other people like cattle and eating them, they weren't really that big of villains.
That's just they found a
People
way
would
to
do that with their
survive, and
toes.
they started doing it.
Do you want to go back to the scene where they have everybody kneel down over the trough and they smack on the back of the head with a baseball bat and then
That's Negan.
Silly
Wrong
kids. We're not
guy.
there yet.
that was Terminus too.
Wrong
Alright,
guy.
so what are you guys thinking for Terminus? I'd say probably about a B. BC. One of the parts I don't enjoy about it, they weren't around for like too long, you know?
Yeah, they hit them pretty quickly and just like went away. I do like that they kind of beat them and then they came back.
Tainted meat.
I'll give them a B.
These overall. Oh, what's that?
The wolves. I barely remember these guys, not gonna lie.
The main guy was pretty funny.
D.
D.
The Wolves I think had a lot of good potential. They did like almost nothing with them.
Actually, they did like nothing.
The main leader was a funny guy though.
I think they could have been really good.
AP.
And I think something may have happened because they were building up to the Wolves and then they just like dropped it. So I think something may have happened, which isn't unheard of because there's different things like, I don't know if you guys know or not, but originally Herschel was actually supposed to die in season 2, not Dale. But the reason is because the guy that played Dale was really good friends with Frank Darabont, I think he was the showrunner for season 1 or director for season 1, and he got into it with some of the other people and ended up getting the boot. And so because he got the boot, the guy that played Dale is like, nope, I'm out. And so they ended up writing him out dying instead of Herschel. So Herschel lived until the prison. And in the comics, Dale actually is the one who, in Terminus in the show, when they get Bob and they cut his leg off and they're eating his leg, that's actually Dale in the comics. So, yeah. So, I mean, they make changes like that. And
I want a show that's
that kind of
separate. That's exactly like the comics, 1-on-1. Besides the actors, though, keep cheap Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Well, I think too, I mean, that's one of the reasons that Nick got the boot in Fear is
Spoiler warning.
Yeah, he was friends with a director who got the out, and so he wanted to be
They
gone.
should have killed him a better way.
So I think something may have happened there that made them scrap the Wolves as a group, but because there was so much build up to it, and then they just were done. Like
everyone at Alexandria was like, "Oh no, the wolves are coming!" And then we got them.
That's exactly what they sounded like.
I remember it.
That was actually Rick.
Just Rick running down the streets of Alexandria with that voice.
Oh no, the wolves are coming!
Oh, okay. APD.
D.
D.
They were like barely around at all.
They're barely around, and they're also
the main leader died like instantly.
Like there's just
actually no. If someone
and plus
killed
they made Daryl
sooner,
cry, and I don't like that.
When Daryl cries, I cry.
Exactly, you get
Not
it.
really though. I only cried once in that show.
They weren't good.
Yeah,
they
it was just
bad.
really boring storyline.
it was the concept was kind of interesting, but I don't feel like they played it up very well. I don't feel like they handled it very well. And I don't feel like they were very well written overall as villains.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and do us all a favor, and
S S S S
Yeah.
S.
because we
He
also
was
gotta
let.
remember the saviors. That doesn't just include Negan. That's Negan, Simon, uh, Dwight,
Yeah,
all of them.
big
Yep.
boy. I forgot his name.
They were.
Fat
This
Joey.
is. Think about this. There's so many people that hated Negan and hated the Saviors. Think about how good of you have to be as a writer to make people have an emotional reaction to someone that never actually existed.
Yeah,
Like that's talent. Making people hate the Saviors as much as they did, that is very difficult to do, and they did it very, very well. Saviors were phenomenal.
they also
And then Negan's story arc overall is absolutely
they
amazing.
Should I
they
get a
also
second
made
saviors
One of the
and
best
also
in
put it in S
television.
tier?
What's
Should I
that?
get a second saviors and also put it in S tier?
No,
they
that's good. We'll
also
leave it. We'll leave
didn't
it at
have
that.
it to where Negan looked like the way he did in the comics, and that's something I am grateful for.
Yeah, Comic Magpie is always making fun of Comic Negan's hairline.
Who
Comic
is?
Magpie.
Very non-existent.
He's always calling him Mr. Clean.
He's Mr.
He's not quite bald.
He's Mr. Clean's cousin, who is slowly balding.
Yeah. All right, Whispers.
I would say A.
A or B, since Alpha, what's it?
I
Alpha showed her skill, but Beta really showed his skill.
I would say S.
Really?
Yes.
Beta is like
Um,
somehow like unkillable.
He's immortal.
they are.
$10 he's still
I think
alive.
the fear that they
Fear, you say?
struck into the hearts of the group that we followed was unmatched, even compared to the Saviors. I think they were more fearful of the Whisperers
Yeah.
than they ever were of the Saviors.
Since the Saviors, they could spot them out easily. But not only
The Whisperers, it was not knowing.
Yeah, not only were the
Like,
Whisperers dangerous and fast, they were strong. They also wore disguises. So
yeah. So I'd give the Whisperers an S.
All right. Beta also like being pushed down an elevator shaft and like just walking it off.
And then just like dying himself.
Like he just gets stabbed in the face.
he had to kill himself to be able to die.
Also, whenever Negan watches him die, he's like, "You know who that was?"
Yeah. So in the show, it was a country western singer, but in the comics, I believe, if I remember correctly, I think he was like a basketball player or something, a professional basketball player.
Michael Jordan.
Yep.
Michael Jordan.
Scary. The Reapers, we like didn't see them like at all, basically.
I
like,
don't even remember
I thought
who they were.
they were good, but we didn't see them very much. So for that, I'm probably leaning towards like a B. I think if we would have seen more of them, I probably would have put them up higher.
Same with the Wolves.
Oh yeah, I'd guarantee if we saw more of the Wolves. My biggest reason for the Wolves at a D is disappointed with how that ended. I think they were building it up really, really, really well, and then they just like killed.
I really liked the leader of the Wolves. It's like he was there. He was like being held hostage. Then all the like walkers broke in, and then like something happened to his leg, and he started like freaking out. And then working and Carol had to drag him.
that guy was kind of funny.
Yeah, he was.
I like Commonwealth.
He was interesting.
Where did it begin? Commonwealth, in my opinion, is a roller coaster of emotions.
I laugh, I cry.
I'm I'm not sure. I'm stuck between.
They weren't really villains besides like the like main person. She was like really the only villain there.
I mean, Hornsby did try to kill Carol and Daryl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Hornsby was.
The mayor.
Governor Milton was, and then her son was.
They were the only three. Everyone else was like sick new
I like how
people.
Mercer just like, you know what? I don't like you. I prefer Princess.
Mercer was
He was.
awesome. I would say probably a C, just because looking at them as villains, I don't feel like it's.
It doesn't line up as a villain.
I mean, they kind of do, but definitely not as well as some of the others.
Like the saviors.
Okay, so that's what we got. We've got our S tier is the Saviors, the Whisperers. Our A tier is Shane and the Governor.
Found you too.
Our B tier are the Walkers, Termites, and the Reapers.
I love how they're called termites.
And C is the Claimers and the Commonwealth. D are the Wolves and the APD. And let's be honest, the only reason they are in D is because we don't have an F.
You said it.
Actually, if we had an F, I'd probably leave the Wolves in the D and I'd put the APD.
Yeah, the
in
APD
F,
just felt
but
kind of useless.
They were just they
Yeah.
were terrible.
Main
Honestly, I
leader
feel
of
like
the
the only reason why
APD
they
died.
did that was get a reason to kill off Beth.
I feel like I don't know. They could have done it differently. And
They
killed
could have
off Beth.
killed Beth at the lineup. They could have kept.
You
It
can
was
want
just
to kill
bad.
Beth at the lineup.
It was just
though.
bad.
But anyway,
No, because Negan doesn't hurt women.
Or children.
He didn't. He said he didn't.
He said,
Unless he had to.
let's not look at Sasha at all.
Okay, that's he
Yeah, that was
had
Eugene's
Sasha
fault.
helping him.
Eugene gave that pill to her.
He like fell down.
He did. He wasn't expecting it. Alrighty, that is it for this one. Appreciate everyone watching, listening up to this point. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if our tier list is accurate. If you would do it the way we did it, let us know. If you do it differently, let us know. If there's a villain that we forgot, if there's a villain that TGK forgot because he's the one who put this together, comment and tell him how it's obvious he should have had this villain in there. And if he was a real Walking Dead fan, he would have had that villain in there. Like, no questions asked. So just let him know in the comments. Specifically him. Let him know in the comments. So that is it. Let us know. Well, like I said, we look forward to seeing your comments. Look forward to interacting and reacting some more. And we'll see you on the next upload.